On January 10, 1960, a prototype low-wing monoplane lifted off from Piper's Lock Haven, Pennsylvania facility for the first time. More than 32,000 PA28 series aircraft would follow across 6 decades of production. In flight schools, from Cessna-dominated America to Piper-loyal Europe, the PA28 series models Cherokee, Warrior, Archer, and Arrow became the aircraft on which hundreds of thousands of pilots earned their instrument ratings and their first hours in actual instrument meteorological conditions. But in 1974, Piper did something that divided the aviation community. They replaced the wing. The original Cherokee's constant-chord Hershey bar wing, one of the most docile aerodynamic surfaces ever fitted to a light aircraft, was quietly retired. What replaced it was a tapered wing design, engineered for better performance numbers. This video answers the question that change raised. What did Piper gain? What did they give up? And which version of this aircraft is actually the more capable machine? The PA28 Cherokee was designed under the direction of Fred Weick, an aeronautical engineer whose credits include the NACA cowling and the original air coupe. Piper commissioned Weick to produce a low-wing, 4-seat trainer capable of competing with the Cessna 172. The brief was specific, simple, stable, easy to maintain, and manufacturable at a price that flight schools could justify. Weick's team settled on a constant-chord, rectangular wing carrying a NACA 65-2415 laminar flow airfoil. That wing would define the Cherokee's character entirely. First customer deliveries began in 1961. The PA28-181 Archer II, introduced in 1976 and representing the mature tapered wing form of the type, carries the following published specifications. Length is 23 feet 9 inches. Wingspan 35 feet. Height 7 feet 3.5 inches. Wing area 170 square feet. Empty weight 1,490 pounds, 676 kilograms. Maximum takeoff weight 2,550 pounds, 1,157 kilograms. Useful load 1,060 pounds. Fuel capacity 50 US gallons usable. The engine is the Lycoming O360A4M, producing 180 horsepower at 2,700 revolutions per minute, with a published time between overhauls of 2,000 hours, the longest in its power class at the time of introduction. Cruise speed at 75% power is 124 knots. Rate of climb at sea level is 735 feet per minute. Service ceiling 13,000 feet. Range at economy cruise is approximately 520 nautical miles with reserves. Those numbers are modest by comparison with the Cessna 182 and considerably modest against any Mooney variant. The PA28-181 was not designed to win speed comparisons. It was designed to survive 20,000 hours of student operation and never to produce behavior that an inexperienced pilot had not been warned about in advance. In that narrow definition of the design brief, it succeeded completely. The wing redesign deserves careful examination because it was not a cosmetic update. The original Cherokee's constant-chord wing carried the same chord, the same airfoil geometry, and the same angle of incidence from root to tip. Every section reached the critical angle of attack simultaneously. When the Cherokee stalled, it stalled uniformly across the full span, and the behavior was abrupt, total, and completely reproducible. A student who stalled a Cherokee 3 times in sequence learned exactly what the stall felt like, and it always felt the same. That predictability is not a trivial characteristic in a training aircraft. It is the entire point of a training aircraft. In 1974, Piper introduced a semi-tapered wing on the PA28-151 Warrior, and it appeared on the Archer II 2 years later. The new wing extended the span from 30 feet to 35 feet, and it incorporated geometric washout, meaning the wingtip was twisted to a lower angle of incidence than the root, causing the wing to stall progressively from root to tip. The results were measurable: more pre-stall buffet, better aileron authority near the stall, improved induced drag at cruise, and genuine gains in range and fuel efficiency. The performance case for the new wing was documented and clear. What the tapered wing gave up was the Hershey bar's unique simplicity. In an uncoordinated entry near the margins, the tapered wing could produce an incipient roll that developed into a spin entry more readily than the constant chord geometry allowed. That characteristic appears in the NTSB accident record for PA28-181 variants. It is not grounds for condemning the aircraft. It is a handling characteristic that demands specific training emphasis, and every experienced instructor who has taught instrument flying in an Archer addresses it directly from the first stall demonstration, not as a footnote. The commercial verdict was unambiguous. The Archer II outsold late Cherokee 180 variants immediately and has remained in continuous production ever since. Whether the tapered wing produced a superior training aircraft or simply a more marketable one is a question experienced instructors still answer differently. Both positions are defensible. The PA28R Aero, equipped with the 200 horsepower Lycoming YO360C-1C engine, retractable gear, and a constant speed propeller, became the standard instrument training step up across the United States throughout the 1970s, the 1980s, and the 1990s. It gave student pilots the workload complexity of a light IFR aircraft without the cost of a twin. That is not a marketing figure. That is what FAA airman certification records reflect in aggregate when cross-referenced against aircraft type. Compared with the Cessna 172, the PA28-181 offers a low wing configuration, superior over-wing visibility, and easier cabin entry. Compared with the Cessna 182, it gives up useful load and climb performance, but returns lower acquisition cost and reduced fuel burn. Compared with the Mooney M20J, it accepts approximately 50 knots less cruise speed in exchange for a wider cabin, lower landing speed, and maintenance simplicity that requires no type-specific familiarity. In 2024 and 2025, used PA28-181 Archer II aircraft in serviceable IFR condition traded between $60,000 and $110,000 US. The Aero commands a modest premium at $75,000 to $140,000 US. New Archer TX aircraft from Piper list above $350,000 US. The type remains in production at Piper's Vero Beach, Florida facility. Flight schools continue to acquire serviceable used examples because the alternative, transitioning to a less thoroughly supported platform at a higher per-unit cost, does not improve their economics or their training outcomes. The Piper PA28 is not the fastest aircraft in its class, nor the most aerodynamically refined. It is the aircraft that a flight school can schedule into back-to-back student slots Monday through Friday, return to the ramp each evening with a clean maintenance log, and put back in the air Saturday morning without a mechanic having touched it overnight. Piper built that aircraft more than 32,000 times. The number is not a coincidence. It is the market's precise answer to what a working training aircraft actually needs to be, and the reason the PA28 remains a reliable workhorse for flight schools. If this gave you something useful, please like the video. It helps this kind of analysis reach the people who are looking for it. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on the notification bell so you catch the next one the moment it goes live. We will see you there.